host, Mike Vaccaro.
Wow, what a game last night inside Trask Coliseum. We'll talk plenty about the big win over Hofstra here today. Welcome, everybody. Mike Vaccaro alongside CB McGrath, head coach of the Seahawks. Seahawks a split this week. Two exciting games inside Trask Coliseum. Again, the big win last night. We'll talk about that in a moment, Coach. But let's get right into this first game against Northeastern. First game of the week. So you go into the week facing the top two teams in the league, and you face a team in Northeastern. You guys were right there, had some runs. Unfortunately, it was a game that just didn't go your way.
Yeah, you know, obviously we prepared all week thinking Pushitsa was going to play, and all of a sudden he was sick and didn't play. And, you know, a lot of stuff goes through him. But he had been hurt during the season, so it wasn't like the first time they had played without him. And we didn't get off to a great start, but we got on a run late in the first half. And we played a great last 10 minutes and, you know, had a double-digit lead at halftime. And told our guys that, you know, we have to play with that kind of same intensity for the whole half, not just 10 minutes of a half. And if we do that, we'll win the game. And we just didn't. You know, we got lulled to sleep a little bit. I don't know why, but they did a nice job. And the guys that they needed to score for them scored for them. You know, they started the second half with a 4-point play. And so that cut it right to 7. And then, you know, we scored and they scored and we went back and forth. But, you know, just didn't get it done. And, you know, we didn't play both halves, which is sort of what's happened a few times this year, obviously, and if we play both halves, we would have got a big one on Thursday night, too.
Well, as you said, Northeastern kind of has learned how to play without Pushitsa. They have done that before, and I thought the veteran presence of Donnell Gresham and also Roland, that was maybe the difference down the stretch in this game.
Yeah, I mean, everybody else that plays for me, yeah, Pushitsa was a redshirt senior, Gresham's a redshirt junior, Roland's a redshirt junior, Brace is a junior. You know, they're a big guy as a senior, so they have a lot of experience. So they've been in a lot of situations before. They've played without him. You know, he probably didn't practice for a heck of a long time when he was hurt too. So they knew what they needed to do. They ran the stuff to get the guys the shots in areas that they can score, and they just executed better in the second half than we did.
Yeah, still an exciting game inside Trask Coliseum. The first of the week for UNCW, the Seahawks and the Northeastern Huskies. Let's take a look now at the Harris Teeter highlights. Thrilling game, just did not go the Seahawks' way. 81-77 the final score there. Both teams shoot pretty well, 50% for the Huskies, 49% for UNCW. Double-double for Kai Taves, but I thought a key component, Coach, was the defense of Anthony Green on Devontae Kaycock. He is taller than him, he had some length, and he made it difficult for Kaycock in this game.
Yeah, he's a big kid, and you know, Devontae just never felt really comfortable going against him. And Green's done a nice job in the past, and he did a really good job. And that obviously affects our offense at times. But also, they did a nice job doubling, not doubling, getting in our passing lanes, because Devontae's really worked hard this year, being able to pass out double teams and getting us shots. And we just didn't get the looks that we normally do when the defenses do go down and double team or let Devontae play one-on-one. It just didn't work out.
So a tough loss there for UNCW Thursday. Yesterday, senior night inside Trask Coliseum, and boy, would the Seahawks bounce back in a big way against the top team in the league. We'll take a break. Back with those highlights coming up next.
Okay, people, it's Ford Truck Month. And you know what that means. The best deals on America's best-selling trucks for 42 years straight. And with over 28 million sold, isn't it time you joined the stampede?
Now get a 2018 F-150 with $11,395 in total savings, plus $1,000 cash back, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Hey Seahawk fans, fill your basket before every game with everything you need from Harris Teeter. Delicious subs and wraps, fresh hot store-made pizza, crowd-pleasing party platters, or ready-to-serve wing trays, just to name a few. Firing up the grill, Harris Teeter Reserve Angus beef will be the superstar of your game day meal. We guarantee it. Stop in your Harris Teeter for great savings on game day foods, or download the HT app to order ahead. Harris Teeter, where Seahawk fans shop for groceries.
A little gift from Molly made.
Honey, look at all this free time Molly Mae gave us. We could do anything with this time.
Everyone deserves some free time. Call Molly Mae today for your gift of time. 392-3234.
Along the coast of North Carolina lies one of the best universities in the Southeast, the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. UNC Wilmington, giving flight to imagination.
Again, senior night last night inside Trask Coliseum. Coaches, we talked about after the game, hey, sometimes you get a little lift early on from the seniors being in there, the crowd's into it, but you lose that at times. Not the case yesterday. You guys got a good lift from those seniors, and that carried on. That energy and that purpose you kids had really carried throughout the game.
Yeah, I thought everybody that came in did a great job, and that's what I told them after the game. I said everybody contributed to the win. Everybody that played gave it their all, did what they could do to help our team, and it was a great victory. Obviously, you never know what you're going to get with the seniors with all the emotion early in the game, and I know they're going to settle down as the game starts going, but you hope to get off to a decent start, and I thought the seniors did a great job, and Kai did a nice job with that bunch in there.
Well, again, a lot of good plays, a lot of good highlights, a lot of good performances in this game. Let's get right to our Rage Jewelers highlights from last night. UNCW and the top team in the league, the Hofstra Pride.
guys know how hard they work, and it worked out tonight, and that's what matters. Go Seahawks!
Well, it's always a great feeling to get a win and get it on senior night and beat the top team in the league as well. 87-79 the final score there. The Seahawks, great job, coach, on the glass, 44-29. 48% shooting for UNCW, 39%. And I thought that was key because you look at Justin Wright Foreman. He's going to be the player of the year for a second year in a row. He had 30 points, yes, but took 25 shots to get there. I think the defense on him was really solid.
Yeah, you know, that's what we want to do. Anytime you're playing against a score, you're not going to stop them. You know, they're still going to get their shots and do all that kind of stuff. We just want to cut down their percentage. So, you know, he took 25 shots to get 30 points, and he obviously went to the line 10 times, so a majority of his points were from the line, or quite a few of them were. But we need to dominate the backboards again. We hadn't dominated the boards like we usually do the last few games, and that's a big difference for us. They did get a couple of huge offensive rebounds that, you know, got them back in the game or got them another shot that, you know, sort of stopped our runs or kept it close. But, you know, I would have guessed that they would have shot a little higher percentage because it seemed like they were making a bunch of tough shots, you know. So I guess we made them shoot enough shots that they missed some of those tough ones too.
A lot of free throws for both teams. The Seahawks 24 of 28. 20th double-double for Kaycock, 18 points, 16 rebounds. The 8th double-double for Kai Taves. He had 2 this week, 10 points, 11 assists in the game. Just great performances up and down the line, and along with that, some sore ribs as well, Coach.
Yeah, I guess. I think I got hurt chest button Kai at the end of the game. I don't know what I was doing. I was just excited because, you know, I want the seniors to go out the right way. Obviously, Devontae has done so much for the program and for the team. He's been fun to coach for the last couple of years, and, you know, he's in the record books. Sure he is, you know, but you want him to remember that last game, and for him to make a 3 in the last game and then dunk it with 2 seconds to go. I mean, everybody that was there is going to remember that. That's all everybody I see around town so far today have been talking about that, how much fun it was to watch. And it's because the guys laid it out there on the line. You know, it's the first time, I think, this year that every single person that played gave it everything they had. And, you know, that's what we need every night. And now that we did it, they saw that it worked, and they can believe that it can do it now.
Yeah, my 15 years, that's definitely one of the most exciting games I've had an opportunity to call in Trask Coliseum, and just to win that was amazing. So, again, we'll see if that carries over to this week as the Seahawks will go on the road. We'll talk about those matchups a little later on. Right now we take a break. Trey Kalina, our player profile here this week. We'll have more on him coming up next.
At Papa John's, when it comes to better ingredients, better pizza, we deliver. And now we're delivering extra value, too.
When the Seahawks win, you win. Get 50% off your online order the day after a Seahawks men's or women's victory with code Seahawks.
At Papa John's, when it comes to better ingredients, better pizza, we deliver. And now we're delivering extra value, too.
When the Seahawks win, you win. Get 50% off your online order the day after a Seahawks men's or women's victory with code Seahawks.
Okay, people, it's Ford Truck Month. And you know what that means. The best deals on America's best-selling trucks for 42 years straight. And with over 28 million sold, isn't it time you joined the stampede?
Now get a 2018 F-150 with $11,395 in total savings, plus $1,000 cash back, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Hey Seahawk fans, fill your basket before every game with everything you need from Harris Teeter. Delicious subs and wraps, fresh hot store-made pizza, crowd-pleasing party platters, or ready-to-serve wing trays, just to name a few. Firing up the grill, Harris Teeter Reserve Angus Beef will be the superstar of your game day meal. We guarantee it. Stop in your Harris Teeter for great savings on game day foods, or download the HT app to order ahead. Harris Teeter, where Seahawk fans shop for groceries.
Along the coast of North Carolina lies one of the best universities in the Southeast, the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. UNC Wilmington, giving flight to imagination.
Well, one of the guys that helped set the tone early yesterday, senior Trey Kalina, is our player profile today. Coach, as you just told me, not just basketball, but a lot of classwork that he's doing here this semester to try to graduate coming up.
Yeah, you know, this is his third school he's been to, so not all of his courses have transferred over, and so he has a lot of work to do. He's taken 18 hours, but he thinks he can handle it, so he can get his degree, obviously, and that's what the most important thing is for a lot of these student athletes, and we really encourage it. But, you know, he did a nice job, and he's really helped us this year in practice. I know last year he got more opportunities to play in games, but Devontae was in foul trouble a lot last year. He hasn't been in as much foul trouble this year. We added Sean O'Connell and Gene to the mix, and so Trey hasn't gotten the opportunities in the games, but when he has, he's played well, and like I say, he helps us every day at practice. He really does. Just the big body, and Devontae having to bang against him really gets him ready for the games.
Yeah, 7-footer on this team. Tanner Barth has more now on Trey Kalina.
Trey Kalina has spent the past 2 seasons in a UNCW uniform after beginning his career at Tennessee Chattanooga before transferring to Coffeyville Community College his sophomore season, and all it took was one look for CB McGrath before Kalina put his pen to paper for UNCW.
I went there for one day and he saw me, called me like 2 days later, and decided to take a visit up here. And after I saw Wilmington, I just liked it up here and decided to commit.
Since his time as a Seahawk, he saw a major transition from the JUCO level to Division I basketball, and he has learned some of his best life lessons from it.
You got to really stay with it, like whatever you're doing on the court or like in school. You guys try to stay on top of stuff.
Trey was headed into his senior season as a Seahawk when Hurricane Florence devastated the Wilmington community, forcing the team to relocate. And even though it was a difficult time, the team did their best to make the most out of a bad situation.
Practiced for a week at Chapel Hill, and it was just good to see everyone, you know, bond as a team, hang out in the hotel together and whatnot. We just had some time to like build chemistry.
The Gadsden, Alabama native has just 3 regular season games remaining in his college basketball career, and for the 7-footer, the last 4 years have kind of been a whirlwind.
Yeah, looking back on it, I was like a freshman at Chattanooga, and going through workouts over the summer, I was like, I got 4 years left of this, and like looking back on that time, like it just flew by, so it's crazy.
Here's a little gift from Molly Maid.
Honey, look at all this free time Molly Maid gave us. We could do anything with this time.
Everyone deserves some free time. Call Molly Maid today for your gift of time. 392-3234.
At Papa John's, when it comes to better ingredients, better pizza, we deliver. And now we're delivering extra value too.
When the Seahawks win, you win. Get 50% off your online order the day after a Seahawks men's or women's victory with code Seahawks.
At Papa John's, when it comes to better ingredients, better pizza, we deliver. And now we're delivering extra value too.
When the Seahawks win, you win. Get 50% off your online order the day after a Seahawks men's or women's victory with code Seahawks.
Okay, people, it's Ford Truck Month. And you know what that means. The best deals on America's best-selling trucks for 42 years straight. And with over 28 million sold, isn't it time you joined the stampede?
Now get a 2018 F-150 with $11,395 in total savings, plus $1,000 cash back, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Along the coast of North Carolina lies one of the best universities in the Southeast, the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. UNC Wilmington, giving flight to imagination.
Well, on senior night last night, one of those seniors had 2 of the game's biggest plays at the beginning and at the end. These are our plays of the week. Let's take a look. Well, a great start, the very first 3-point basket of his career, And that one went down, no problems at all for Devontae Caycock, and just a fitting end for him to have that ball and dunk it. His final shot attempt inside Trask Coliseum as a Seahawk, and the crowd went crazy. Just a great fitting. And I thought, just the emotion showed by you guys, the coaches, but the players as well. Sean O'Connell, a guy that is very reserved, was extremely excited after he saw that.
Yeah, I mean, they work so hard, and stuff hasn't necessarily worked out for them on the court and wins and losses this year, but for them to finally do it and believe in themselves, and just the excitement of it was definitely a close game, and they were making shots and we were making our free throws, and we were just trying to keep them at distance, and then Sean got that last rebound and threw it to Kai threw it to Ty, and Devontae got to dunk it in his last shot in Trask. It can't be a more fitting way to end his career in Trask.
Well, so again, those are the plays of the week. Let's go now to our Molly Mae Glass Cleaner of the Week, and we stick with Devontae Caycock. You look at his numbers: 12.5 rebounds, 3 in the offensive end, 9.5 in the defensive end, 20 double-doubles, 55 in his career now. So he's already number 1 at UNCW in his career, still leading the nation, coach, with 20 double-doubles here this season.
That's great. Obviously he's important for us, and we talk about him every week on the show here because he's the Molly Mae Glass Cleaner. But last year he led the nation in rebounding average, but he's had a great year this year too. We got other guys that are helping rebound, and so he hasn't gotten as many. But when the shot goes up, he tries to get it.
He is there every time, and did a great job again. Got the double-double yesterday and continues to be a force for UNCW. Devontae Caycock, this week's Molly Mae Player or the Glass Cleaner of the Week. Now to the Player of the Week, and we stick with Devontae Caycock, the Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week. Offensively, averaging 12 points a game, shot 50%, 100% from 3, and moved into 4th place on UNCW's scoring list. Coach, he moved past Jay Neary and also Keith Rendelman. So outstanding career. He's number 1 in rebounding and probably going to stick around 4th in scoring for a kid who, as we talk about a lot, his freshman year, less than 100 rebounds and points, and look where he is right now.
Yeah, I think, there's a lot of things that he's going to be able to talk about when he gets older, and he doesn't brag, but he'll be able to brag about it, but he'll also be able to say that he made every single three-pointer he shot in his career. I don't think he's ever attempted another one, but just starting the game, we had the 4 seniors in there and Kai, and I was just trying to figure out who was going to shoot against his zone. And I thought, well, if Devontae is open, he might shoot it, and as long as he shoots it and we might get the rebound, it might help us out. I let it went in the basket, and I was happy for him.
Yeah, he takes those shots in practice, he makes them in practice and works on it, so we'll see if that's something that he can work on, develop for him after UNCW to maybe get to the next level with a shot like that. Certainly an outstanding player, outstanding career. Not quite done yet, but he is this week's Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week. We'll step aside here. When we get back, we'll take a look at those conference standings and look ahead for UNCW. It's all road games from here on out for UNCW, 2 of them this week, and we'll talk about those next.
Hey Seahawk fans, fill your basket before every game with everything you need from Harris Teeter. Delicious subs and wraps, fresh hot store-made pizza, crowd-pleasing party platters, or ready-to-serve wing trays, just to name a few. Firing up the grill? Harris Teeter Reserve Angus Beef will be the superstar of your game day meal. We guarantee it. Stop in your Harris Teeter for great savings on game day foods, or download the HT app to order ahead. Harris Teeter, where Seahawk fans shop for groceries.
Here's a little gift from Molly Mae.
Honey, look at all this free time Molly Mae gave us. We could do anything with this time.
Everyone deserves some free time. Call Molly Mae today for your gift of time. 392-3234.
At Papa John's, when it comes to better ingredients, better pizza, we deliver. And now we're delivering extra value too.
When the Seahawks win, you win. Get 50% off your online order the day after a Seahawks men's or women's victory with code Seahawks.
At Papa John's, when it comes to better ingredients, better pizza, we deliver. And now we're delivering extra value too.
When the Seahawks win, you win. Get 50% off your online order the day after a Seahawks men's or women's victory with code Seahawks.
Along the coast of North Carolina lies one of the best universities in the Southeast, the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. UNC Wilmington, giving flight to imagination.
All right, let's take a look at this week's standings now after the results yesterday. Both of the top two teams fall yesterday. Obviously, Hofstra lost to UNCW and Northeastern. Pushitsa was back, but they still lost at Charleston. So interesting at the top there. Hofstra had a chance to maybe solidify that regular season championship, but they have to wait now with some more games left, 4 games left for them, 3 games left for schools like UNCW and Charleston will play each other the final day as travel partners. The Seahawks move up a little bit and a chance to continue to maybe move up and get out of that Saturday in Charleston. So, Coach, I mean, again, these last 3 games all on the road, they're all going to have some purpose behind them.
Oh, absolutely. You know, obviously we don't want to necessarily play on Saturday, but if our play puts us in that position, that's what we have to do. You know, we've had some opportunities to get some wins, and we just haven't done it. You know, obviously that's not where we want to be in the standings, but I do think yesterday gave us some confidence, and hopefully going forward we'll continue to play like that. If we continue to play like that, we're going to get better next week, and then next week, and more importantly, that third week.
Yeah, third week in Charleston for the CA tournament. Let's take a look at this week and the opportunities out there for UNCW. Thursday at Elon, that'll be at 7 o'clock. Saturday at William & Mary at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So again, second go round here. Elon with the win in Trask Coliseum. They hit a lot of threes in that game. You beat William & Mary in Trask Coliseum. So again, it's teams that you're familiar with, teams that are you know, somewhat similar styles as well as far as shooting the three. So defensively, defending the perimeter is going to be key this week.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Elon came right at us and made a bunch of shots. Sebring had a great game. Obviously, it was his career high. I don't know if he's shot like that since or not, but he made really, really difficult shots, similar to Wright Foreman yesterday, making difficult shots. We had a hand in his face, and he just knocked them in. You know, and obviously William & Mary, we did beat him at our place. They missed some shots early and never really recovered after that. And so, yes, there's similar styles, different players, but we got to make sure we defend on the perimeter and not allow a lot of three-pointers.
All right, Coach, best of luck. We'll have those highlights next week. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, everybody.
TB McGrath Show is brought to you by your Carolina Ford dealers, Papa John's, Molly Maid, and Harris Teeter. You're watching ABC.